Hey everyone, happy Easter. I hope everybody had a good Easter. I decided to change this quite a bit. I wanted to get the lines in the leaves. I'm trying to pull you up on my what do you call it? The little one? iPad. So let me see if I can grab you on my iPad, because I'm trying to see if I can get people's comments until I do my thing. So I'm going to type in hi. I'm going to turn this down. If I can get people's... Okay. I'm going to type in hi because someone told me if I typed in hi, I could possibly get it to pop up. So let me try here. So type in hi. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get people's comments for me to see them. Did I send it? I think so. Anyway, and that way I can answer you guys until I get my StreamYard set up. Okay, anyway, so what I ended up doing, I still can't see your comments. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't know. Anyway, I decided to put the lines in. I painted these more white. I gave it some little bits of yellow Harry's, and I put some highlights on it. I fixed the legs. The legs were all messed up. What else did I do? There was a lot messed up. And this is the best way that I can get it in, because it's a big piece. It's 18 inches. So I'm now going to start as I did before yesterday. But I kind of came up with a trick out here. So promise an hour. Promise an hour. Put this on the yellows. And I'll scooch them around. Scooch some of those up. I decided I had the outline of black on there. Oh, and that's still wet. I did that twice. I'll fix it before I resin it. Anyway, I had the outline of the black. It was way too much for this piece. It was just, it looked funny. It looked like, I don't know. It didn't look right. This is the piece, and it was like I was trying to turn it into resin being the focal point, not the bee. And it just didn't look right. It looked overwhelming. I didn't like it. And if you know me, I changed my mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these inside the yellows. I am not putting any on the black, except for I might put a little something there and something there. One of those little things that I was going to use for the eyes, but then I changed the red balls into the eyes. So if you're just jumping on, this piece is an MDF, which is manufactured wood, and it's cut out, of course, in the shape of a bee. I am going to resin over the top of this after I add the embellishments, which is going to be flowers and a little bit of glitter. Not too much. Not too much glitter. But I decided the yellow being highlighted and the wings being highlighted was enough for this piece, so it showed the piece and showed the highlights. Yeah, I can't see your comments. Sorry. I answer them right after, so if you have any questions about anything, definitely ask me. This is a real super cute bee. After I figured out how the wings were. Oh my God. I had the wings like way down here, and I was like, what is this? And I finally figured it out. So this is a mixture of clear and yellow and an orangey yellow. sometimes I'll mix my colors. This came with the orangey yellow and the yellow, and I decided that I wanted to mix some of this with it, which I forgot I was way out there. There, so you can see it. It's really, really pretty. So let me get these on here. And I don't know if they're doing the share thing or not, but please, please share this so I can get my resin stuff going. Like, tell your friends about it. Pour some in here. Because with me being off, I would really like to get my resin kits going, my resin membership going. That way I can sit here and do it with my left hand. Painting with my left hand doesn't happen, I'm telling you. I've tried it. I've tried sculpting with my left hand. I am not a left-hander at all. A little bit more in here. Oh yeah, and it's going to have a few hits of these gold nuggets. Look at these gold nuggets. They really look like gold nuggets. Just so the bee stands out. He is a glorified honeybee queen. By the time I get done with this embellishment. And I came up with a cute idea to keep my, like I was having a hard time keeping the one color in, just the clear, and I'm going to use my little spatula to keep me right there. And this kind of makes this part stick out, like it's 3D. And when I had it with the black going around it, I just didn't like it. Did not like it. So what all did you guys do for Easter? I stayed home and worked. I don't know what it is with Easter. I celebrate all the holidays, but my grandkids are grown. My daughter had an Easter egg hunt with her 2 dogs today. That was super cute. I thought I'd really like that. I don't like this dark piece in here. And this dark piece. Those aren't really dark pieces. They're pieces that got black on them. So I'm going to use them for something else. Yeah, she had eggs with treats in them. It was really cute. She took a video. It was darling. Darling, darling. I'm trying to stay just in the yellow. When I drizzle my my resin, I'm sure some of these are going to try to float out, but I can just move them right back in. Where is that? Where is it? Oh, here's the cross. So I still have this on sale. Beautiful, beautiful. Just for Easter. That's the back of it. Don't mind that. I didn't take that piece of tape off or contact paper, but if you look at it, look how pretty it is. The whole kit with the 2 codes shipped to you for $50 or $60. So pretty. And it lets you learn how to do these kits. And once you do one, it's like riding a bike. Seriously, it's like riding a bike, except you get to change it all the time. I'm working on my ebook, which is my book of all the designs and all the colors you can get. I'll probably finish that when I'm recouping from my surgery. Did a, had 44 people at a Girl Scout group painting yesterday. It was so fun. They did a mom and me, and there was two butterflies, a bigger butterfly and a smaller butterfly. They did so good. They did so good. I'm going to put a couple of these in here before I forget. These are the gold nuggets. Rock this baby out. Now this one's a little different from the frame. The frame, actually, you can put it down inside, but this one is a flat piece that I painted. Let's see how well I can do this. Those I'm going to have to scooch in. And even though I'm resining, or because I'm resining the whole thing. So even though it's just wood, it shows up like glass. I mean, it looks just like what a bar stool would, or a bar looks like, bar tabletop. It's beautiful. And black really looks cool. Like I did the hummingbird's beak black, and it turned out really cool. Okay, not too much there. I just need it on there. And a couple here. Okay, so I just need, now this is wet. This is still wet. So it's going to let some of it just sit on top of the wetness, which is fine. Totally fine. And then I'm going to do the wings, and I'm going to put the flowers on, and then I'm resining it. Now this is just this piece of wood sitting on contact paper. You could prop it up and let it drip. Then you need to clean the drips off. If you do it this way, the drips will just pop off. They just pop off the wood. They don't like sticking to the wood. And with Easter, I don't know whether I'll get my daffodils and stuff tomorrow to do. I'm waiting on a bunch of frames to come in. So I don't know if I'll get them tomorrow, or I'm supposed to get them by the 28th. So hopefully I'll be getting them anytime. But if not, I'll do a maple leaf. I don't like that one. It's too big. Too big. Okay, let me put a couple guys up here. I couldn't have dropped that one in a better place. Missed this little guy. Put just a few there. Stay the way that I want you. Oops. I said, okay, and then I just bop it right out of place. I mean, it goes where it wants to go, so you just got to make it fit. I'm trying to keep it in the line so it kind of stays where it's supposed to. I think that's good. I think that works. Okay, let me put a couple of gold ones on here. I'm not going to worry about gold in the small ones. The gold just adds a little more pizzazz. A little more pizzazz. Okay, so I have gold, gold. A couple pieces out here. Gold, gold. Let's do it. We'll put one right in the center. A couple here. The thicker parts. That will work. That works. Okay. I'm not worrying about that little guy. Can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to use this little spatula. And I'm going to pour this on. I'm going to try to just keep it on the wings. For some reason, I thought it was going to go flying over. Easier with my fingers. But this really adds a lot to the wings. It's this like shimmer city. This is called micro glass, and it's like iridescent. So it pretty much will turn the color of whatever's underneath of it. So it will highlight the white, but you'll still be able to see some of the veins. And then I'm going to put flowers on it. Why, do you ask? Because I think it'll be pretty. And because it's whimsical. And she wants to be purdy. Trying to keep it on the paper. If it goes off the paper, that's fine. But if it gets epoxied, then I can still probably use it, but okay, where's my thing here? Just got one. Just want that line to show. That does kind of look pretty out there. I might put some dots out there. Oh, no, that's what... No, because that's butterfly. Nope, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Okay, I'm going to slide this that way a little bit. And I don't know what this is, but it looks like a piece of yarn. I don't have any yarn, so I'm not sure what it was. Just spreading it over the white. So I think leaving some of this and then accenting is a lot. It brings a lot more to the piece because the black rocks were way too much. I'm going to put the flowers on it, and then I'm resining. Have you seen those like pictures of chickens and different animals that have the flowers on them? It's kind of country, but it's still kind of pretty. I think this guy's going to be gorgeous. Or she's going to be gorgeous. I don't even really know what it is. It's going to be gorgeous. Now, I don't want to cover up all those veins. Let me take this. Scooch them out. And in, and out. Okay, I'm going to put some flowers on them now. Get back over there. Okay. Yeah, that kind of works. Kind of hard. Okay, I want to touch up 2 spots with black so they can get dry. Sorry, I'm using the back just so I don't knock anything with my... Where'd you go here? My guy picked up a tweezers knocked off a piece. Okay, so these are the little flowers. So cute. They're just little paper flowers. Got them from Chemo. And I thought putting them in here will be very cute. Yes, I can see that now. Look at that. Adorable. They just have it's a paper flower and it has a little bead glued in the center of it. Now these will still act the same. Okay, I don't like the way this pair of tweezers is holding on to those. And these tweezers, hold on a second. I need to get this piece of epoxy off of here. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, these look cute. They're just little pastel flowers. Okay, let go of that one. Okay, I'm going to use my fingers. Maybe. Let's see which ones fall up. I'll flip them over. Putting them on one by one is... Oh, that's cute. Putting them on one by one is going to be time consuming. I've really been doing the time. Been putting in my time, that's for sure. Of course, they're all falling with the beads down, but that's okay. But you're getting the gist of how cute that is. Let's see if this works better. Get one wing in there for you. Yeah, that wasn't even any better. I'm going to go this way. I'm scooting it because it's not showing you everything. So the bead's heavy enough for the paper flower to flip. But you get how cute it's going to be. Do it random too. Don't do it like break the colors up, but don't like try to Well, you can if you want. Try to do a design. You can do a design. These like stick to these tweezers. Oh, how about if I do that? That works much better if they're sitting up. No, I guess not. I lied. These make awesome, awesome gifts for anyone. They are beautiful. I can't wait to show you my flip book. There's sea turtles and seahorses and beach scenes and oh my gosh, it's any kind of animal you want. Mountains and hummingbirds, any kind of bird you want. There's a seagull that I want to do. Not seagull, a heron, a big heron. I want to do one of him. There's ducks. There's so many different things. There's 227 designs. I'm not going to put 227 designs in my flip book, but there will be over 100 and some. That I can guarantee you, because I'm already up to 74, I think. And there's so much more. There's so much Christmas. There's Halloween. There's all the seasons. Trying to get this. There's a guy on the top of that. Let's move you down here. Oh, look how pretty that is. Can you guys see this? So pretty. You can still see the lines. Okay, I'm going to move it back over this way. And I have a huge time delay, so hopefully you guys can see that. Just placing these it's just calming to me. Let's get you off of here. Hey, dude, drop. Now, depending on how busy this looks, I might add some glitter to it. I might not. I have to see how busy it looks. Because right now, it looks pretty busy. On my iPad, doesn't look so busy, but it kind of looks busy. But, busy as a bee. That was funny. And I know I'm going to, when I start to resin this here shortly, it's going to go, I'm just going to flip out. Just going to flip out. Down. I swear, everything is statified. I know it's not a word. Statified. That's not a word either. Okay, so I am being a little peculiar about where I'm placing these. I'm not too keen. I don't care about the colors being side by side. And I just want it to be kind of spread out. I need another flower. I need 2 more flowers. I need a flower here. gosh, that's so silly. Put you down further. I'll put you right there. There we go. See, now this is where you can go, okay, well, I think it'll look good with one there. Oh, but then if I put one there, this changes. That does happen. When you do put one down, things do change. Scott would not let me go. Okay, so I'm going to check over here. I'm going to put one here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. He looks pretty even. Even Steven. Now, I'm going to get these little balls. Oh, these butterflies are so cute. I'm going to get these little balls. I want to put 2 balls up here. So I want to kind of see which ones I want. I think there's black and white. And then there's a yellow black. A yellow with flowers in it. Which do we like? Let me see what it looks like. I can't see it up there. And, oh, I'm just now putting it on here, so let me see. Oops. See, there's all different colors. That kind of stands out. I think I like the brighter color versus the darker color. Can't use blue, even though the blue would be pretty. It's not his eyes. His eyes are sitting right here. I'm just trying to accent his antennae. The pink kind of ties the pinks in. What do you guys think? Pink? Here's his eyes. Let me put his eyes on because people might think those are his eyes. They aren't his eyes. Oh, I know what I could put on there. Hold on. I have these 2. Let me see what this looks like. These are iridescent. Oh, I like that better. I like that better. I hope you guys like those better. Yeah, that looks better. It looks like a kind of like a highlight type thing. Where's my lid for this? I don't want to dump. I dumped. I put lids on all my things today because I was afraid I was going to dump them. Because what do? I dump them. So, let me... Instead of glitter, I'm just going to add a little bit more of this because this is iridescent and I love it. Okay. Put you over here. Here's one of his eyes. It goes right here. See his eye? And then this one goes here. Like that. Let me see if those are straight. I hope you guys can't hear my stomach. My stomach's just going. There we go. Yeah, this is cute. I wonder if I should put one of those on his tail. On his stinger. And it kind of ties that in. Or I could do it on his feet. You guys like it on his feet? does kind of tie it all in. I love it, but now I think this might be too much. Ooh, I like that there. Okay, let me think of something for up there. No, I can't do that, because then it looks like feet. Let me look at this. I have brown, blue, gold. I have gold. Let me see what this looks like. It looks like he has feet coming out of the top of his. These are like little plastic rhinestones. Get on there. Yeah, that looks not bad. That looks not bad. And then I can leave those on his feet, because I think those on his feet are cute. And then this can be just an accent for his antennae. No. Okay, I like that. I mean, he is glorified out. So if I did this at the beginning of each leg, facing the leg way, I think I can get away with it. Put those two there. Now he's done. Okay, now I'm good. Wait a minute. No, I think this should just be cut off. Like, not have that stinger there. I think I might make that suggestion. I think I might. Get in there. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready to resin. Gloves on. Gloves on. Look how cute. My goodness. Nitrile gloves. Nitrile gloves. Chemical gloves. Ooh, did I do this inside out? I did. I was like, why is it sticky in there? Sorry. Not hair gloves. Not hair gloves. Now you can use these over and over and over, because you get resin on them, and usually the resin you get is the mixed up resin, so it just gets a little hard. So my thumbnails get caught in it. Okay, good deal. Okay, I already poured in my A, which is part of the process. Make sure these are about the same. I think this one's a little higher. This one's this way. Okay, here we go. Get off there. Okay, so you want to mix A and B. Let me grab a drink of water. And you need to mix it for 4 minutes. So I already measured out A. I can't scoot that up any further. So I'm putting B in, which is the hardener. You get an epoxy resin and an epoxy hardener. You're going to have bubbles, and that is what the alcohol spray is for. You'll see me use that on the pieces because it takes the bubbles away. If you buy, you can buy, I've never used it, so I cannot quote it, but it says no bubble resin. I don't even know how they do it. I don't know if they make it thinner so the bubbles pop quicker. I think that's probably what they do. But you're going to get bubbles. I get more bubbles down here because I'm in my basement and it's cooler. And since it's cooler and the resin's cooler, it takes a little bit longer for it to set up. That's why it's a good 24 hours. And I always want to take it apart and like, you're supposed to leave it set for 24 hours. And that's to take care of all the humidity, everybody's, you know, everything. But anyway, so you mix this for 4 minutes exactly. I think he turned out super cute. There's that stupid little piece of, it looks like cardboard or something. Get off of there. He was on there earlier. So I'm not going to pour this. I never pour my resin, even if it's going, well, if it's going into a mold, of course you're going to pour it. But I have not done any molds yet. I have some molds, but I have not done any molds yet. So, as you can see, there's bubbles in there. After I drizzle it and get it on here, when I spritz it with my isopropyl alcohol, which is in my little spray bottle, it's just what you get at like CVS. It's this. It's probably backwards. If you spritz it, it comes out super clean. Look at these little beads I got today. They're little glass beads. And they're all different colors. Ooh, that would be cute on there too. Oh. No, Tammy, don't. That would be cute. But anyway, so you mix this for 4 minutes. And you need to make sure that you're mixing it for 4 minutes. If you mix it under 4 minutes, regardless if it says 3 to 5, mix it for at least 4 minutes. Because that way, if you do mix it for 4 minutes, it's not undermixed. And it will set for you. If it's a cooler room like it is down here, if it's moist, it might take a little bit more time to set. I have a dehumidifier down here, so even well, it's probably still moist. Ooh, I have some, oh, nope. I'm not adding any more things. No more things. I'm getting, with my new frames, I'm getting some 6-inch dogs. And they had, like, all the different breeds you can make from these. I think there's 12 different forms. And I'm going to learn how to do pet portraits, not with glass, but with resin, colored resin. So it's actually going to look like fur. It's going to, you're going to see eyeballs. I'm going to paint, but I'm painting with resin. And they're going to be so cute. Here's one with his ear broke off. Poor little guy. Let me see. Can you see it here? It's a German Shepherd. But his eyeballs, or his ear, I stepped on him. So sorry. I did step on him. I was going to add glitter to this. I think she's totally good. When you're mixing this, mix from the sides. Mix the center. You don't have to whip it. But don't go like this. Because it'll take you forever and it probably will not get mixed. So medium speed. They do have resin mixers. I just haven't got one yet. Got to ask the hubby for that. They're only like $43. So it mixes it real good, and then the paddles, it just peels off the paddles just like this. They're silicone paddles, so it just peels right off. So each time they're ready to go. So I'm going to mix this just a little bit more. I'm going to grab this piece out of here so I don't get resin on him. Don't know where he went. Good deal. Oh, he's jumped right here. Okay, if you want to be part of it. Oh, he went flying somewhere else. As long as he went in the gold, I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, if I go this way, it's that way. And I'm going to bring you close so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so here's, look how cute those are. My goodness. So cute. Okay, here are the wings. Now, again, I am not going to pour this on. I'm going to drizzle it with my resined up, dried old brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the flowers first so they don't move on me because they're paper. So I'm just going to get them started. I can flatten them out after I get going. But you can see them moving. See how they bop around? Because they're sitting on stone. Or, sorry, not stone, but glass. That is glass. I did buy some aquarium stone, though, to play with when I was learning. Works exactly the same. So do plastic pieces. Oh, that guy's not, he's not even on the right side. Look how dark the flowers get. Oh, that's even more cool. Look at that blue. It turned from like a pastel blue to a darker blue. Nice. So I'm just going around and hitting my flowers. I'm going to scoot that flower out of here because it doesn't need to. I probably blew it with my mouth. I tend to, when I talk, I'm full of air. I'm just full of air. So I'm just hitting these guys so they don't go anywhere. Especially when I laugh. Oh, that guy flipped over too. That must be me doing it. Here, come here. Let me get you some stuff and you can stay right there. I used to pick these up, put the resin down, put it down. I lied. I used to not pick them up and not put resin under them. Sometimes you'll get an air pocket around. So when you're doing accents like this, pick them up and, is that even in there? Sorry. Yeah, pick them up. I got to see where I'm at. Pick them up so they don't have that little air pocket around. I usually do not use my tweezers to do that because I don't like to clean the tweezers off. But here I am using them. But I'm going around and solidifying everything first. Now I'm just using the back of one of my brushes. That I don't care about. Get him set and push him down. My stomach, man, it is just going crazy. Okay, I'm going to go back to these flowers. I just laid my arm in the resined paintbrush. So once I have my flowers, I'm just going to go around. I'm kind of drizzling it. It will settle. It'll settle itself. That's not the word I'm trying to think. It spreads. That's not the word either. Oh, well, poop. I can't think of the word. You have about an hour to mess around with this stuff. 45 minutes. You can move stuff around. Just putting a piece down. But yeah, you can move stuff around. Like some of these flowers, they need to go like this, but they're not full of resin yet, so it's not going to let me. But you have about 45 minutes to do the whole thing and play, you know, with moving stuff around. Like some of my rock might be a little bit out. I'm going to scooch it in. I like that those flowers turn darker though. See, I just flipped a flower over. Holy, holy, holy. Getting these all resined up, my tweezers. You're not going anywhere, dude. Stay right there. And then just go around the edges. You can kind of tap the edges. Don't tap the contact paper. That's important, which is what it's sitting on. You just tap around the edges. If you keep this over, the dripping will drip on top of it. So let me move it. It doesn't have to be up high. It just needs to cover everything. So just put enough on a flat piece like this. You are staying right there, honey. Sorry. That's where I want you. Just enough to flatten them down and get everything covered. Now, if you see it coming over the sides, that's what the contact paper is for. White also is hard to see if you got all of it. So you want to make sure that you drizzle over it, and before you move on to another piece, definitely look at it. Definitely look at it, because there's spots over here that I missed. And you want to make sure that you've got all the flour, not just part of the flour. Like, because if you do miss it, you can go back and hit it with a piece of resin. Let go, honey. I'm trying to keep this over and trying to keep it out of your eyeballs here. So one thing I will check first is to make sure I've got all my flowers, because I am missing some of the edges. Then I'm going to go around and kind of tap them in place. Like this is missing the edges. I'm also missing edges over here and the wood right here. And I always work inside out. See, I've missed this whole area right here. So this all looks good except for right here and here. Let's move the things where they need to go, because once they start to set up, this, I missed 3 petals. On this pink one. And on this orange one. So see, that kind of helps you a little bit, because it shows, oh, I missed that one too. It shows you. So something, this size piece, this is 18 inches. This size piece with this much open area is going to take about 8 ounces of resin. I mixed up 4. So I can tell you it's going to take about 8 ounces. Let's do his legs. It's doing a pretty good job staying on the top. It's like not dripping down the sides. I'm not putting it on very thick right here. But it is going to go over the sides, but even though these are super shiny, I want them shiny like this shiny. So I'm going to drizzle right over the top. And it's going to expand and go all the way down around the edges. Again, that's why I have the contact paper there. Because it's going to drip. I think, yeah, it's definitely going to be 8 ounces. Because that wing there, and just what I did with the legs, if there's not glass there, it takes more resin. So I'm going to end up having to do another resin here. Which is okay. Just moving these in. If you cannot get them to cooperate with you, that means there's too many rock in there. Or just pile it up a little higher. Like these here are just fine. They're just being finicky. So I'm trying to get them to go in a certain spot, and they don't want to. So they're being kind of funky. So am I still under you? Nope. Now you're just watching my bowl. Sorry. Sorry about that. Hold on. Scoot. I just want you to see the close-up of what I'm doing. So now I'm doing these top sections. I'm going to solidify those in real quick so they don't move. Now watch what happens to the eyeballs. They go from nothing to Shine City. I'm going to move them a little bit, put a little resin under them, scooch them back into place. And then make sure I hit the whole thing. If you hit it from the top to the bottom, it will always drizzle around and get the whole thing. So top, oops, move it around a little bit and kind of tap it. Will go over the edge because of the fact that it is right there on the edge. See if I can get this leg going. Again, move him out of the way. Might end the picture. I think so. Move this back up. Hit on top and around. Now, if you don't care about using a paintbrush, like an old one, you can make this not so thick. I kind of like it thick, but you don't have to make it this thick, just as long as it's all shiny. The thinner that you make it, the more it might try to it tries to separate on you. Well, it doesn't try, it does. It separates on you. Like, I think it's because of the air pockets. Okay, I think there's a rock on there. No? Okay, so drizzle here. Don't try to go tap, tap, tap unless you can get in between there, okay, without hitting your rock or your glass. I keep on calling it rock. I do want to kind of keep it uniformed. And then drizzle. This is pretty open right here, so you can drizzle. and move it. Watch your eyeballs, because my eyeballs just moved. It moved because I missed a piece, that's why. Finish this leg. I hit just a little bit on the side of this. Just so it just so it drizzles down all the way. Missed that spot. The biggest thing is to make sure things didn't move. Make sure that everything is hit. Like I think this is all hit over here. I'll kind of scoot this guy over, this guy down. Things will move. So you just want to kind of pay attention to it, and especially if you're doing a flat thing like this, things definitely will move. If you're doing a frame, like one of my kits, then you can, it's a little bit easier. I did the cross the other day in less than an hour. And the only thing that will flow is glitter. You want to do the glitter last. Like I bumped these rocks, so I'm going to put them back where they go. Stomach is crazy. Okay. And tomorrow night I won't take this apart. I'll just take the backing off. He's not going to be a see-through because he is wood. But I can show you, I just saw something. I can show you what he looks like all lit up. Not lit up, sorry. Just him being him. Her. It. If you're doing this, just make sure you don't scratch off your paint. I did just repaint this right before I did the class, so I'll scooch him around just so he gets some on him and under. Okay, let me move him up. Knocking stuff down. He's big. It's like, he definitely is on, he's on a 24-inch board, and he is taking up the space. Still didn't move him in the right spot. Does fight me. So I'm just, again, solidifying these. Just don't like things to move around on me. Okay, let's do his leg. His leg isn't in there. Okay, remember to scooch this out, put some under. Kind of like you're gluing it, but it's more that you're filling in the spaces with resin. Over the top. Around the sides. just hitting the areas that separated. See, he moved again because the stuff moves. So put you back, move you back a little bit. He's where he's supposed to be. And come up here. Wrong way. Let me do these. I'm going to scoot them down. These are plastic, so they're a little lighter. That whole area, scoot them in there. I have these kind of aiming up. Just like they're like little, like feelers. I guess you could call them feelers. This is gonna be so pretty. Oh, I just can't stand it. Scooch these down. If you want to call it gluing it, glue it. I just have them separated a little bit so they look like feelers. Antennae, that's what it is. Antennae. You to go back in there. I missed a spot on here. Okay, I got all that, got all that, got all that. So while I have you right there, I'm going to show you, this is the alcohol spray. It's all kinds of bubbles in there. You just go very gently, and it makes all the bubbles come up to the top. And then it's solid glass. Solid glass. You don't need a whole lot. So now it's just completely bubble free. Okay, so let me scoot this again. I'm going to scoot him this way. Look at that shine. My goodness. Okay, I'm trying to get his body in here. Kind of hard because everything's backwards. This. Okay. So, I mean, I almost have enough, but I don't have enough. It's because I'm using a lot just to do the black part. I am going to use all of what I can. And I see I'm over my hour. I must talk a lot. But I'm also doing a lot of details, so. These aren't the normal kits. This is just something I wanted to show you. How you can do it resin on pretty much anything. Even stuff you have in your house. So what I'll do is I'll get this resined with what I have. And then if you guys want to watch the mixing again, you can watch the mixing again. I'm going to use the same container. Because I did this pretty fast, it's okay to do that. If you feel kind of leery about it, go ahead and use another container. But you definitely can hang out. I'm going to be on because I'm working. But if you don't want to be on, I will see you tomorrow night. And thank you for watching. Do I have a stinger in here? Yeah. I'm just trying to get the most out of what I've got left. Scooting that guy back up where he goes. I'm going to show you the bubble remover again, which is just the alcohol. I have a piece of glass in here that I'm going to throw right in there. Now you can overdo the alcohol, so only do enough to make the bubbles pop. That is it. You don't want to overspray it with alcohol because alcohol will mess with the setup time. Or you can buy more expensive resin that's supposedly bubble free. I don't know if it is. I've never used it because it is a lot more expensive. The resin is expensive anyway. So I'm just kind of looking to make sure I got what I got before I move over. Okay, I'm going to bring you close. Hope I don't get resin on my... Let me wipe my hands off. I'm going to bring you close just so you can see if you can see the bubbles pop. Or if you see it get super shiny again, that's because the bubbles popped. Okay, so pay attention to the black. So it's kind of cloudy looking. The bubbles will pop, and then it just turns into glass. That's what it does. Turns into glass. So let me pop you back out here. That was my glove. I'm going to turn him again, just a little. Okay, he's upside down on you, but I need to do this one. So I went that way in the camera. Okay, so I'm going to mix up, not as much, but you still have to do it for 4 minutes. People think, God, that is so glassy. People think that just because you mix up just a little bit more, it is the same process. You still need to do it for 4 minutes. So if you are all done and you just want to see this tomorrow, definitely check it out tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to be doing... Okay, that's good. I promise I did A and B that time. The other day I ruined a piece because I did 2 A's. So if you're just now watching, this is 2 parts, equal parts of the hardener and the resin. The resin and the hardener. The resin and the hardener. Now, I can feel a little chemical reaction going on at the bottom because I have 40-minute epoxy sitting on the bottom of this. So I'm going to mix it in, and it's probably going to make it set up faster. But if you do it, if you do too much, let me think. If I tried to do 8 ounces and I had that, it might flash cure on me, which means that it's going to just be all messed up. It'll be all messed up. I'm going to move this piece over here because I still can. This piece in here because I still can. See if that guy over there did move again. Jeez, boo. Stay there. Just fixing the flour. Okay, now I want these 2 together. There we go. So, yeah, you definitely want to mix for 4 minutes. And if you feel uncomfortable, go ahead and mix it with 2 different containers and then put it, like, clean this out with alcohol, and then you can use this again. So I hope you guys are learning stuff. I do want to get these out of here so I don't resin them. Oops, that's okay. Because those are my little glasses, and I like them a lot. So you're just mixing in circles. I don't see any bubbles. I don't think. I don't know if those are bubbles or not. Hold on a second. No, they're not bubbles per se. I just don't want to overdo it. Because you are too pretty. Too pretty. But make sure you ask questions. I can answer any of your resin questions. Any questions? Any questions? And please share this. I don't know if they like get all weird about you saying share. See, these guys, they moved. You don't need to go over there. When it's settling, it moves things. So it's good before you go up to leave it for the night, just to make sure things didn't settle in the wrong places. I do have a few that settled on the line over there, but they're clear, so I'm probably okay with that. Man, he's cute. I can see up on the top of his head, there's some missing. And his eyeballs are crooked. You see things. You just start looking and you say, oops, 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 oops. Okay, so I'm going to do the flowers first so I can get them, so I don't blow them over like I blew the other side. Sometimes I do that. Now tomorrow I'm going to do a resin leaf, a maple leaf, a fall maple leaf if I don't get my my frames, because I could do those mushrooms. I'm just thinking to myself right now. Or thinking out loud. One or the other. Okay. We're good. So I'm going to get my flowers first. Just so they can not fly away. No flyaways, no flyaways. Just drizzling over them just to hold them there. I am going to grab this piece that I see I missed. It's good to glance over it as you're working on it, so you do see if you missed some things. You're always going to miss some things. And I've got a flower that's already turned over on me, which I swear was not like that just a second ago. So now I'm going to go around and make sure I hit the flowers. Full force. Let's see if this is the right way. Yes. The drizzling takes a little time, so, I mean, that's where some of my time is, because I have to make sure that I'm drizzling correctly. And so, I mean, if you've you know, if you've seen what you've wanted to see, then I hope I've taught you some stuff. I'm going to move this up, and I'm going to move it back down. Move this down. Move it back up. Move these down, which I didn't mean to flip over. There, nope, flip, 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 flip over. There you go. Move down, please. Just pulling that over so it doesn't all drip down the side, because that's just wasting it. Okay, so let's go back up to these. Pull these guys back into the inside. Now the paper flowers, they are soaking they are soaking up the resin, so it's not imperative that you put it under them, because they are soaking it up and it's going through. So there wouldn't be any air pockets underneath. And as long as it's sealed all the way around, it really doesn't matter if there's an air pocket. It's not like it's going to pop off on you. It just makes it sit better for you. This one's flipped over, so let's flip this guy back over. There we go. Now, as I've been doing with all my resin pieces, I go on live for not even a minute after I resin them to get you to see the light hitting them on what they really do look like. Because once they dry, that's what they stay looking exactly like what I show you. It's so cool. Dude, get your butt back there. Right there. I say. And we'll scoot this guy back. Get some up here. Move those rocks back. Okay, I've concluded I'm calling them rocks, even though it's glass. I don't want the glass on the side, though. There we go. See if you stay. Your counterpart over there has been still moving. Holy cow, dude. What is the deal? It's kind of weird. Okay, I was going to say, I know that's a stone and it is not moving. Okay, there we go. Pretty cool that they let you know that they didn't get covered yet. The flowers. By doing different colors. Phew, I'm being quiet. Concentrating. Okay, there's a lot over here, so I'm just kind of bopping it into the dry areas. Okay, that looks good. Let's see something here. Now I'm just going around making sure of where I've missed, like up here, because I just found a whole bunch of areas that I missed. So I'm not going to move until I hit them. Okay, looks good. Okay. Did you know I was going to bop you out of there? That was funny. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's stuck on the paper. Come here. Dude, get back up here. There you go. Now scoot back in your place. There you go. Good deal. Sorry I talked to them. Sometimes they actually listen. Unlike this guy. And unlike that guy over there, he must have a piece of resin under him that is just telling him what to do. Sorry, my arm's in your way. I have to get that before it sets up anymore. This is weird. So there's, okay. I can tell by some of these stones, these glass areas down here, I did not get them all, the high ones, so I'm going over the high ones because I have enough resin to do that. And there's no sense of using or not using the resin. Now this one doesn't have the holes in it like the frames do, like my kits. So what I'll do with this one is I'll put like a picture frame holder on the back of it, and it'll be a wall decoration. Okay, so I have some resin left. Oh, that would have been bad. That would have stuck to it. The guy finally did stay where he was supposed to stay, though. So let me get this back upright. And I can move this one because it's not, the frame isn't being held down. It's just, this stuff's on here just so I can, get the edges peeled away. So now I'm just going to check it. I'll move those in because I can. I'm going to flip this over and run right down the center and push those in to where they go. The bubble right there. get this guy. Get him. Might as well hit these two, just to say I did. The ones that stick up higher, sometimes you'll miss them. This guy finally stayed where he was supposed to. Finally. And I still need to spritz over on that side. Some of the bubbles pop themselves. Some of them, most don't. So just to make sure I've got the eyes all sealed. I'll let a little bit more run across there. This does hold quite a bit on top. That's nice. Okay, let's move this just a little bit. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. All the flowers. I missed a piece right there. Missed that ball. So see, you can do this with anything. Maybe I'll do the picture frame one tomorrow. The picture frame one is pretty cool. Bubble, get off of there. Think we're done. I have a little bit left, but I don't think I need it anymore. Oh, there's the spot. It's just where it separates. It just likes to separate. So oh, there's another spot. I usually check around the edges. It's not that, maybe I'm just missing them, but I'm pretty sure that they separate. I don't think that I'm missing that many. Very cool. I have a little bit left over, but let me give it a mist. Remember, this is alcohol. And it pops the bubbles. And I'm just going to go over this very lightly. It's a very fine mist. And it's just so the pieces that I put... Oh, there's a piece I missed. The pieces that I put on there after the fact don't have any bubbles in them. Okay, he's good. God, this is so shiny. So I'll get off here and then I will do the live again. Just a real quick one. I'm gonna move this up. Make sure they stayed. They did. Move, and just to show you the shine that happens. It's crazy. Crazy. Okay, guys. Looks good. I will be back on just a second. Just a second.